Chosen one, I need you to listen carefully because what I am about to say is not for everyone. Only those who walk the divine path, who have been marked by God, and who carry His purpose in their heart will truly understand this message. If you do not recognize the calling, if you are not aligned with His light, then this is not for you. But if you are here, right now, it is no coincidence. This message has reached you at the perfect time, just before today ends, and it holds the power to shift your life in ways you cannot yet imagine. I need you to hear this. The hour is urgent, and God is speaking directly to your spirit. What I am about to share will pierce through doubt, confusion, and hesitation. It is meant to awaken the truth you already carry inside. You cannot ignore this. You are chosen for a reason, and your destiny is calling. Before we continue, Chosen One, give a like to this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, tap the bell icon, share this message with other Chosen Ones, and comment 777 in the comments to confirm that you are fully aligned with the mission God has placed in your hands. 2. Why today matters so much for the Chosen One. Listen closely. Today is not just another day. You might feel it in subtle ways, the heaviness in your chest, the restless thoughts, or the quiet tug in your spirit. And that is because God is moving. You have been waiting for signs, praying for direction, questioning your path, and yet, all this waiting has purpose. Today is one of those pivotal days where the unseen threads of your life begin to align. God doesn't just operate in randomness. He works in precision. And He chose this very moment to reach you. That is why you are here, reading or watching this message. It is no accident. Many of you have felt the pressure of life building up, the quiet nudges that you are missing something crucial. That feeling isn't stress, it's awareness. God is pressing on your spirit because today carries weight. The decisions you make, the thoughts you allow, the emotions you release, and the prayers you whisper tonight will ripple forward in ways you cannot yet see. You may feel nothing is happening on the surface, but spiritually, everything is moving. The small choices, the silent surrender, the moments of trust, they matter more than ever. You have probably noticed how the world seems to be shifting faster than your pace. People around you are distracted, moving in chaos, but you have felt an internal call, a quiet alignment with something far greater. That is the signal of a chosen life. God is preparing you for opportunities that will require clarity of thought and alignment of spirit. He is asking you to remain vigilant, attentive, and discerning today, even if the world tries to pull you into the ordinary. Think of today as a doorway. One step forward is not just movement, it is a spiritual decision. Every hesitation, every doubt, every fear that you entertain today has weight. The chosen ones are not exempt from challenges, but they are uniquely positioned to receive divine timing. This is why today matters. God speaks to you when your soul is ready to listen, and your readiness is being tested, refined, and acknowledged in this very hour. Many of you may have felt invisible or unheard lately. That sense of being overlooked is not a curse, it is protection. God knows what you are ready for and what you are not. Today, He is bringing you closer to what you can handle, closer to what you were created to embrace. You may feel impatience, frustration, or uncertainty, but all of this is part of the refining process. The weight you feel is not punishment, it is preparation. Your mind, your spirit, your heart, they are all being aligned for breakthroughs, but the timing is critical. You may also notice that your intuition is sharper today. That gut feeling, the subtle sense that something important is unfolding, is your connection with the divine whisper. Do not ignore it. The chosen ones have always been guided by the quiet voice that others dismiss. Today, you are receiving confirmations in ways that may appear ordinary. An unexpected word from a friend, a moment of clarity, or a fleeting thought that carries meaning. These are not coincidences. God communicates in the subtle, the gentle, and the often overlooked moments. It is also important to recognize the spiritual pressure building within you today. This pressure is not meant to break you. It is meant to open you. The moments when you feel stretched thin, mentally taxed, or emotionally heavy are the moments when your spiritual fibers are being strengthened. You are being prepared for responsibilities that will require courage, wisdom, and unwavering faith. Chosen one, these pressures are your allies if you embrace them consciously. Do not resist the pull of divine timing. Lean into it and allow it to reshape your inner world. You might wonder why this timing is so precise. God is not only aware of what you need to do today, He knows your entire trajectory. He sees the obstacles that could have derailed you, and He has kept you safe until this very moment. That is why today is sacred. Everything that happens in these hours is more than preparation. It is a divine test of alignment. Are you holding on to the fears of the past, or are you ready to step forward into the clarity of your purpose? Are you letting distractions cloud your perception, or are you choosing discernment and focus? The answers you give today will shape your spiritual path for weeks, months, and even years to come. Do not underestimate the significance of small actions today. A choice to speak with integrity, a decision to forgive, a moment of reflection. These are not trivial. They are acts that resonate in the spiritual realm. The chosen ones understand this instinctively. You cannot rely on luck or circumstance. Your alignment with God, your willingness to trust His timing, and your openness to the messages around you will determine how this day unfolds. And let me remind you, chosen one, that this alignment is both subtle and profound. You may not see dramatic changes in the external world immediately, but internally, your consciousness is shifting. Thoughts that once felt heavy may begin to feel lighter. Doubts that clouded your decisions may start to dissipate. Emotions that trapped you in cycles of confusion may begin to release. This is the quiet work of God preparing your spirit. So I urge you today to pay attention to everything. The little nudges, the signs that others may overlook, and the gentle pull on your heart. They are all messages tailored for you. The chosen ones have always been those who notice the whispers, who listen when the world is silent, and who act when others hesitate. Today, you are being called to that heightened awareness. Remember this, chosen one. Today is not ordinary. The weight you feel, the pressure building inside, the restless energy, the sense of anticipation, they are all confirmation that God is speaking to you. He is guiding you, preparing you, and aligning you for something extraordinary. You must recognize the sacredness of this day, embrace its lessons, and honor its timing. Take a deep breath, feel your heart, and know that you are being readied for a moment of alignment that cannot be replicated. Today matters because you matter. Your spirit matters. Your purpose matters. And God, in His infinite wisdom, has orchestrated this precise moment for you to receive this message. 3. The invisible burden you've been carrying. Chosen one, I need you to hear this deeply. What you have been carrying is heavy, but it is not a flaw in you. You are not weak, you are not failing, and you are not alone. The weight on your shoulders, the exhaustion that lingers even after rest, the quiet loneliness you feel in moments when others seem carefree, these are the marks of a chosen life. They are the invisible burdens that God allows only for those He trusts with purpose. You may have noticed that you often feel isolated. People around you cannot see the spiritual work happening within you. They do not understand the battles of discernment, the inner conflicts, or the responsibility of carrying insight that others cannot yet perceive. And so you have been walking this path largely unseen, misunderstood, and at times unappreciated. That isolation is not punishment. It is a form of preparation. God does not place ordinary weights on ordinary shoulders. He gives extraordinary burdens to those He knows are capable of rising above them. Perhaps you feel a constant tension, a quiet anxiety, or a restless mind that never truly rests. That tension is not a defect. It is the evidence of your alignment with the divine. Your spirit is tuned to realities that the world around you cannot feel. You are sensitive to truth, to deception, to subtle shifts in energy, and to the whispers of God. That sensitivity is both a gift and a responsibility. It is why the ordinary world feels heavy for you while others drift lightly through life. I want you to know this, chosen one. You have likely been carrying responsibilities you did not ask for, solving problems silently, and holding space for others' growth while your own soul silently stretched. You have been a protector, a guide, a listener, and a healer, all in invisible ways. The quiet labor of your spirit has not gone unnoticed by God. He sees the sleepless nights, the unanswered prayers, and the silent struggles. And even now, He is acknowledging them, preparing to ease the weight, if only you allow yourself to trust Him. The burden you carry is unique, but it is also deeply connected to your purpose. Many chosen ones feel this invisible load because they are meant to be vessels of divine intervention. Every thought, every choice, every emotional strain contributes to the shaping of your mission. And though it feels heavy now, it is not meant to break you. It is meant to strengthen your soul, refine your heart, and sharpen your discernment. I know it can feel unfair. You may ask, why me? Why this level of responsibility, this level of awareness, this level of quiet struggle? But consider this. God does not give burdens to those He cannot support. He trusts you because He knows your heart, your capacity, and your readiness. The invisible burdens are not signs of weakness. They are signs of trust, of divine confidence in your ability to rise, to guide, and to carry forward what others cannot. You might feel emotional exhaustion, the kind that doesn't disappear with rest or distraction. That is your soul reminding you that this life is not ordinary. It is chosen, and chosen lives are never free from weight, but they are always rich in purpose. Your tiredness is a reflection of your alignment, not your failure. It is the mark of someone walking a path of sacred responsibility, someone God has called to witness, to intervene, and to impact the world spiritually. Many of you have also carried the burden of discernment, the ability to see truth where others see illusion, to feel deception where others see comfort, to recognize spiritual attacks where others see nothing. That burden, though invisible, is exhausting. It can make relationships, work, and even leisure feel complicated. But this discernment is a sacred skill, a gift that allows you to navigate life with spiritual awareness. You are not alone in this. God is walking with you, even when the world cannot perceive it. There is also the weight of responsibility for your own transformation. Chosen one, you understand that your spiritual growth is not optional. It is essential. Every choice you make, every habit you build, every thought you cultivate is shaping the vessel God will use for greater work. And that responsibility can feel lonely. No one else can do this for you. No one else can carry your evolution. But that is exactly why God selected you for this journey. Only you can embody the path you were called to walk. I want you to pause for a moment and acknowledge your own endurance. The invisible burdens you carry have required patience, strength, and faith. You have faced moments where the weight felt too much to bear, and yet, here you are. You have persisted. That persistence is your testimony. It is a living proof that chosen ones can endure, can hold the line, and can rise higher than they ever imagined. Understand also that the invisible burden is often accompanied by unseen victories. For every moment of struggle, there are spiritual breakthroughs occurring behind the scenes. For every silent night of contemplation, God is shaping wisdom within you. For every tear shed in solitude, seeds of courage and clarity are being planted in your spirit. You may not see them today, but the work is real. The fruit will come, and it will honor your endurance. Finally, I want to remind you, you are not defined by the heaviness you carry, but by how you respond to it. Chosen one, your spirit has been tempered like steel in the fires of silent responsibility. Your heart has been expanded through solitude and discernment, and your mind has been sharpened through quiet reflection and constant awareness. All of this prepares you for the moments of divine intervention, for the opportunities to guide, uplift, and transform that are coming. Your invisible burden is not a punishment. It is an invitation to rise, to trust, to align, and to embrace the path that God has set before you. Today, acknowledge it, feel it, thank God for it, and then prepare to move forward with clarity, with courage, and with the unwavering faith that you are exactly where you are meant to be. You are chosen, you are seen, and you are stronger than you think. 4. What God has been protecting you from without you knowing. Chosen one, I want you to take a deep breath and listen. There is a quiet protection surrounding you, one that you cannot always see or feel. Many of you have wondered why some doors never opened, why certain prayers went unanswered, or why relationships ended without explanation. I am here to tell you that these were not coincidences. God has been protecting you from things you were not ready to face, from situations that would have delayed your purpose, and from people who would have steered you away from His plan. Think about the times when you felt disappointment or rejection. The world told you it was unfair, that you had lost an opportunity or been overlooked. But God sees the full picture. He knew what you could not yet see. Every no you received, every closed door, every delayed answer was a shield. You were being guided gently, subtly, away from paths that seemed appealing but would have caused spiritual, emotional, or even physical harm. God's protection often looks like silence, absence, or delay, and that is because He operates with perfect timing. The truth is, the chosen ones often carry burdens that the unprepared cannot bear. You are uniquely attuned to the spiritual currents of this world. That sensitivity can make you vulnerable if you step into situations prematurely. God knows this, and so He protects you, sometimes invisibly, sometimes painfully, by keeping you away from what is not meant for you. The relationships that failed, the jobs that fell through, the friendships that faded, and the opportunities that never materialized, they were all divine interventions, shielding you from harm and keeping you aligned with your higher purpose. You may not have realized it, but God has also protected you from spiritual attacks. Those moments when you felt discomfort, unease, or anxiety in the presence of certain people or situations, they were warnings. They were His way of whispering, "Stay away, trust me." The chosen ones often feel these subtle nudges before disaster strikes. It is not paranoia, it is divine intuition. Your spirit senses what your eyes cannot yet see, and God amplifies this awareness to keep you safe. I know it can be frustrating. You pray, you hope, you act, and sometimes it feels like nothing is happening. But the truth is, God's protection is often silent. You may never know the paths you didn't take, the dangers you avoided, or the battles you were spared. Yet, that silence is a gift. It is proof that you are not alone, that God is watching, and that He is actively orchestrating circumstances in your favor. Consider the moments of spiritual delay you have experienced. You have wanted breakthroughs, answers, and clarity, but God postponed them. These delays were not denials. They were divine pauses, giving you time to grow, to mature, and to prepare for what is coming. Chosen one, understand that timing is crucial. Stepping into blessings too early can be just as harmful as missing them. God ensures that when you receive, you are ready, not just in knowledge, but in spirit, in heart, and in purpose. There is also protection in the unseen guidance that comes from God through other people, the mentors who appeared at just the right time, the friends who spoke words of wisdom when you were lost, even the strangers who provided unexpected help. These are divine interventions. The chosen ones often receive guidance indirectly in ways that seem coincidental, but are orchestrated by God. You are never alone in the process, even when it feels like the world has turned its back on you. Let me speak to those of you who have faced betrayal or disappointment in relationships. Some of you have loved deeply and trusted fully, only to be let down. Painful as it is, that too was a form of protection. God knew the impact these people or situations would have on your spirit. He knew that exposure to the wrong energies could hinder your mission. Chosen one, your heart has been safeguarded in ways you cannot yet quantify. Every tear, every moment of heartbreak is part of a divine shield, keeping you aligned with your true purpose. You have also been protected from your own impatience and mistakes. The times when you felt frustrated by delays or lost hope, God was using that discomfort to shape your judgment, strengthen your resolve, and deepen your faith. The chosen ones must learn patience, not passivity, but the active waiting that aligns your actions with God's perfect timing. Every struggle, every moment of doubt, every period of waiting has been preparing you for the spiritual responsibilities that lie ahead. There is a lesson in all this. The unseen protections of God are far greater than what you perceive in the moment. What seems like loss, rejection, or delay is often divine shielding. The chosen ones understand this intuitively, even if they do not fully articulate it. It is the quiet awareness that unseen forces are working in your favor, even when circumstances suggest otherwise. Your faith grows stronger as you recognize this pattern. You begin to see that God's hand is always present, guiding, protecting, and steering you toward your destiny. So, chosen one, pause and reflect. Be grateful for the invisible shields, the silent delays, and the protective interventions that you could not see. These were not mistakes or oversights, they were divine strategies. The challenges you have faced, the moments of uncertainty, and the times of seeming abandonment were all necessary to ensure that your path remains unbroken. God is the master of timing, the guardian of your spirit, and the orchestrator of your journey. Remember this: what you perceive as setbacks are often the very things that have saved you. The doors that never opened were doors to disaster. The people who left your life were keeping you aligned. The prayers that seemed unanswered were answered in the form of protection. And the burdens you have carried were given not to weigh you down, but to prepare you for the blessings that are on the way. As you move through this day, understand that you are surrounded by divine protection, even when it feels invisible. You are watched over, guided, and shielded by God. The chosen ones have always been the recipients of such care because they are meant to fulfill tasks of significance, tasks that require spiritual strength, clarity, and discernment. Trust in this protection. Honor it, and allow it to ease your mind, calm your heart, and restore your faith. Know this, chosen one. Your life is under the care of a God who is infinitely wise, perfectly timed, and deeply aware of your needs. The burdens you have carried, the setbacks you have endured, and the moments of uncertainty were all part of His careful protection. You are safe, even when it doesn't feel that way. You are guided, even when the path seems unclear. And you are chosen, even when the world fails to recognize it. 5. The season you are leaving, and why you can't go back. Chosen one, take a moment to recognize the chapter of your life you are stepping away from. You may feel nostalgia, even longing for the familiar patterns, the relationships, or the routines that once defined your days. But I need you to hear this clearly. You cannot go back. God has closed that chapter for a reason. The season you are leaving has served its purpose. It was the training ground for your soul, the proving field for your spirit, and the preparation for the path that now lies ahead. Many chosen ones resist endings because endings feel like loss. But they are not. They are transitions, divine milestones designed to elevate you. The experiences, the people, and even the mistakes you encountered were all necessary. They shaped your understanding, refined your character, and strengthened your faith. You were being tempered in ways that only the fires of change can achieve. Trying to return to the past would be denying the growth that God has already planted within you. Look closely at your heart. You may feel a subtle pull to revisit old ways, old habits, old mindsets, old connections. But that pull is not your calling. It is the echo of comfort that lingers in the mind. The world often romanticizes the past, but chosen ones understand the cost of nostalgia. To return would be to risk losing the clarity, purpose, and alignment that God is currently bestowing upon you. Every moment spent clinging to the former season delays the divine breakthroughs awaiting you now. You may be asking, why is it so difficult to leave behind what once seemed safe? The answer is simple. Your spirit grows faster than your attachment to the familiar. Change triggers discomfort because it stretches the soul beyond its known boundaries. The chosen ones are rarely comforted by what is safe. You are called to follow divine purpose, not to linger where the heart feels secure. God's timing often demands courage. to step into uncertainty while knowing your path is guided. Reflect on the lessons you have learned, the challenges, the betrayals, the obstacles. They were all integral to your spiritual education. You were being taught discernment, patience, resilience, and wisdom. Those lessons cannot be unlearned, nor should they be. They have equipped you for the responsibilities that lie ahead. Returning to the old season would mean discarding this hard-earned knowledge, ignoring the spiritual growth you have achieved, and delaying the unfolding of your destiny. There is also the matter of spiritual alignment. Chosen one, your soul vibrates at a frequency that is evolving. The energy you carried in your previous season no longer serves the higher vibration you are stepping into. People, environments, and situations that once fit your life may now feel dissonant or even draining. That is intentional. God is reshaping your path to match your next level of responsibility, purpose, and mission. Moving backward would disrupt this alignment and hinder the work you are being prepared to do. Do not feel guilt for leaving behind what once mattered. The world often frames endings as failures or betrayals, but divine transitions are never shameful. They are sacred. The chosen ones understand that growth is impossible without letting go. Holding on to the past only anchors you to what is no longer relevant, and God will not allow your purpose to be compromised by attachments that serve no higher calling. Now, consider the relationships you are leaving behind. Some were meant to teach you lessons, others to provide support, and a few to test your discernment. You may feel sadness, regret, or even anger. These emotions are natural, but they do not signify a wrong choice. God is teaching you how to honor the past while prioritizing the path ahead. Those who remain aligned with your purpose will continue with you, while those whose season has ended are gently removed by divine design. Accept this with peace, not resistance. You are also leaving behind old patterns of thought, behaviors, and beliefs that no longer serve your higher calling. Chosen one, your mind has been trained, your heart refined, and your spirit prepared for responsibilities that require clarity and discernment. Returning to outdated ways would compromise the integrity of the growth you have achieved. Embrace the evolution of your consciousness. The past served its purpose. It gave you lessons, not chains. The pain of letting go is temporary, but the rewards of embracing your new season are eternal. God is leading you into opportunities that align with your gifts, your purpose, and your divine mission. Every challenge in the past was a necessary step to prepare you for the clarity and strength you need now. To resist this transition is to resist God's hand. To accept it fully is to walk in confidence, courage, and alignment with your higher self. Understand also that endings create space for blessings. When you release what no longer serves you, God fills the space with what is meant for you. The chosen ones have always understood this principle. The universe, guided by divine orchestration, clears the way for growth when old seasons are released. Do not fear emptiness. It is a sign of preparation. It is a sacred pause before abundance, clarity, and purpose are fully realized in your life. Finally, chosen one, let me remind you, you cannot go back, because the person you are now is not the person you were then. Your experiences have reshaped your soul, refined your perspective, and awakened your intuition. Returning would be a denial of your evolution, a disregard for the work God has done within you, and a rejection of the purpose He has entrusted to you. Step forward with courage. Honor the season you are leaving. Learn from it, but do not linger. Your divine mission awaits, and every step forward is a step toward fulfillment, alignment, and peace. 6. What is quietly aligning in your favor right now? Chosen one, I need you to hear this. Even if your eyes cannot see it, even if your mind cannot grasp it, there are forces at work right now that are aligning everything in your favor. The universe, guided by God's divine hand, is quietly setting the stage for your next breakthrough. This is not happenstance, and it is not luck. It is divine orchestration. Everything you have experienced, every challenge you have faced, and every lesson you have learned is coming together to serve the path that God has meticulously designed for you. Many of you have been feeling a subtle shift, a sense that things are about to change, that doors are opening you cannot yet see. that the air around you feels charged with unseen energy. This is not imagination. The chosen ones are sensitive to the quiet movements of God in their lives. That awareness, that instinct, that pull in your spirit is proof that the divine is aligning circumstances, people, and opportunities for your highest good. You may not see the outcomes yet, and you may not understand the full picture, but trust that everything is moving in your favor. The delays you once feared, the obstacles that seemed insurmountable, and the moments of waiting were all necessary to prepare the soil for what is coming. God's timing is perfect, and the hidden arrangements now taking shape are far greater than anything you could orchestrate on your own. Some of you have been praying for breakthroughs, clarity, or alignment, and it may have seemed as though God was silent. But the truth is, His hand has been moving in quiet, deliberate ways. Relationships are being restored, doors are being prepared, and paths are being cleared, sometimes in ways so subtle that only your intuition can sense them. The chosen ones understand that the most powerful shifts often happen behind the scenes, unseen until the perfect moment arrives. Consider the people around you, chosen one. Some will enter your life unexpectedly, bringing guidance, opportunities, or wisdom. Others who no longer serve your growth will naturally step away, creating space for alignment. God is orchestrating these interactions with precision. Every connection you experience right now is either a blessing or a preparation, and even the people who challenge you are part of the divine plan, teaching lessons you cannot yet articulate. You may also notice small signs of progress in areas you have struggled with for years. Finances, personal growth, spiritual clarity, or relationships may begin to shift in subtle ways. These are not coincidences. God is realigning energies to bring balance, abundance, and clarity. The chosen ones recognize these shifts intuitively. They feel the subtle increase in ease, the opening of doors, and the gentle relief from past burdens. I want you to understand this clearly. Quiet alignment often requires patience and faith. The blessings moving toward you may not appear fully formed today, but their energy is being assembled. God is not rushing, because perfection requires timing. The chosen ones trust the process. They know that what is meant for them will arrive in the right moment, fully prepared to fulfill its divine purpose. Your thoughts, choices, and intentions are also aligning with this divine orchestration. Every act of patience, every moment of trust, every choice to stay aligned with God's will contributes to the manifestation of these blessings. The chosen ones understand that their internal state, their faith, clarity, and alignment plays a critical role in the way external realities unfold. Even challenges you are facing now are part of this alignment. Obstacles are not necessarily signs of failure. They are instruments of preparation. They refine your character, sharpen your discernment, and deepen your resilience. The chosen ones understand that every difficulty is a tool for divine refinement, shaping them for the opportunities that lie ahead. What feels like resistance is often guidance. What feels like delay is often protection. Let me speak to those of you who feel uncertainty or doubt. These feelings are normal, but they do not define the direction of your life. God's alignment is not contingent upon your confidence. It is anchored in His wisdom and sovereignty. Your responsibility is to remain patient, observant, and faithful. Trust the timing, honor the signs, stay attuned to the quiet whispers of your intuition. The chosen ones know that even when the path is hidden, the destination is secure. There are also spiritual resources quietly converging for you. Mentors, divine messages, insights, and even seemingly random events are forming a network of support designed to guide you. Your prayers, your meditations, your acts of faith. These are all energy streams that God is using to position you for alignment. The chosen ones recognize these currents, even if they cannot yet fully articulate them. I want you to feel this, chosen one. The universe is rearranging itself on your behalf. Opportunities are forming, clarity is emerging, and divine intervention is working in the background. The people you are meant to meet, the lessons you are meant to learn, and the circumstances you are meant to encounter are all coming into place. This is why faith is essential. You may not see it with your eyes, but your spirit can feel the currents of alignment flowing toward you. Do not be discouraged by what is not yet visible. Chosen ones know that the most powerful transformations occur quietly before the world notices. The divine is patient, deliberate, and precise. You are being positioned in such a way that when the moment arrives, everything will unfold seamlessly, in harmony with your purpose. Your trust in this process is part of your readiness. Finally, remember this. You are chosen, and God is actively arranging circumstances in your favor. What seems delayed, hidden, or uncertain is not random. Every unseen force, every divine nudge, every quiet alignment is working to elevate you to the next stage of your mission. You are being guided, protected, and prepared. Take note of the subtle signs, trust your intuition, and embrace the peace that comes from knowing that God is quietly, powerfully, and perfectly working in your favor. 7. What you must do before this day ends. Chosen one, listen carefully, because what I am about to tell you is urgent. Before today ends, there are actions you must take, not rushed, not frantic, but deliberate, spiritual, and intentional. This is about realignment, about releasing what no longer serves you, and about stepping fully into the next phase of your divine mission. The hour is now. The time is yours. God is calling you to make choices that will set the tone for your next season. First, you must let go. Let go of fear, doubt, resentment, and attachments that weigh your spirit down. I know it is easier said than done. Perhaps you have been holding on to past hurts, old failures, or relationships that no longer serve your growth. Chosen one, every minute you cling to what is finished steals energy from what is emerging. Tonight, release these burdens. Speak to God in honesty. Admit your struggles, lay them at His feet, and trust that He will carry them for you. Next, you must guard your thoughts. The mind is a battlefield, and the chosen ones know this better than anyone. Thoughts of anxiety, self-criticism, or impatience are traps that the enemy uses to derail your peace. Tonight, observe your thoughts without judgment. Replace fear with trust. Replace doubt with faith. Align your internal dialogue with God's truth, that you are protected, that you are chosen, and that your purpose is unfolding perfectly. You also need to honor your body and spirit. The chosen ones cannot operate at full capacity when fatigued, depleted, or distracted. Take time tonight to rest, to breathe, and to reconnect with yourself. A quiet walk, prayer, meditation, or journaling can do wonders to recalibrate your energy. Ask God to refresh your body, renew your spirit, and clear your mind. These small rituals, done with intention, signal to the universe and to yourself that you are ready to move forward. Another action is forgiveness, not for others alone, but for yourself. Release any guilt, shame, or regret that you may carry. The chosen ones understand that holding on to self-blame diminishes their divine power. Speak directly to your heart. Forgive yourself for past mistakes. Forgive yourself for hesitation. Forgive yourself for not knowing better. God's grace is sufficient, and releasing this weight opens space for clarity, wisdom, and peace. Tonight, you must also surrender control. There is power in surrendering, not weakness, but strength. The chosen ones know that human effort alone cannot move mountains. Trust that God is orchestrating every step of your path. Stop trying to force outcomes, stop attempting to control timelines, and stop worrying about the how and when. Surrender fully and watch as doors open effortlessly, as guidance comes clearly, and as alignment manifests naturally. In addition, take time to express gratitude. Even for the small victories, the quiet guidance, the unseen protections, and the lessons that were difficult to endure. Gratitude opens spiritual channels. It aligns you with abundance, peace, and clarity. Tonight, make a list, silent or written, of what you are thankful for. Recognize that even your struggles have shaped you for this moment and that every challenge has brought you closer to your divine purpose. Another critical action is setting your intentions for the next season. The chosen ones know that clarity precedes action. Pray or reflect on the path ahead. Ask God for discernment, strength, and courage to walk it faithfully. Visualize yourself stepping into your purpose with confidence, peace, and unwavering faith. This intentional alignment prepares your spirit to receive the blessings that God has been quietly arranging for you. You also need to protect your energy. Turn away from distractions that deplete your soul. Limit exposure to negative news, draining conversations, or toxic environments tonight. The chosen ones understand that spiritual focus is as important as action. Guarding your energy allows clarity to flourish, decisions to be wise, and your spirit to remain resilient. It is also crucial to listen to your intuition. God often speaks through quiet nudges, subtle feelings, and inner knowing. Tonight, pay attention to what arises naturally within you. These signals are not coincidences. They are divine guidance pointing you toward alignment. The chosen ones act on these subtle directions with trust, knowing that intuition is the voice of God within their soul. Finally, chosen one, take a moment of stillness before the day ends. Sit quietly, breathe deeply, and connect with God. Reflect on the messages, signs, and lessons you have received today. Release all unnecessary tension, fears, and doubts. Feel the weight of divine presence around you, lifting, protecting, and guiding you. This stillness is not passive. It is active preparation. It is how the chosen ones recalibrate their spirit to step fully into purpose. Let tonight be a turning point. The choices you make before this day ends will ripple through your life in ways that are profound, lasting, and deeply aligned with your mission. Your faith, your trust, your clarity, and your willingness to release and surrender are what empower these shifts. The chosen ones know that divine timing requires readiness, and tonight is the hour to prepare. Remember, action does not always mean movement in the physical world. Tonight's work is internal: alignment, release, trust, gratitude, focus, and spiritual readiness. These actions set the stage for the visible blessings to follow. What you do internally tonight will dictate what you receive externally tomorrow. Chosen one, do not underestimate this sacred preparation. And now, I need you to take a deep, intentional breath and commit to this moment. Let go, trust, guard your mind, forgive, surrender, express gratitude, set intentions, protect your energy, listen to your intuition, and embrace stillness. All of this, done with focus and intention, will position you to receive the fullness of God's favor. The chosen ones understand that true power is cultivated in quiet preparation, not in haste or desperation. Before we move to the final blessings of this message, remember this. Before today ends, commit fully to your spiritual alignment. Trust that the unseen is working in your favor. Release what no longer serves you. Align with God's timing, and step forward with courage, clarity, and faith. 8. Conclusion, confirmation, peace, and alignment. Chosen one. Take a moment to breathe and feel the weight lift from your spirit. You have listened, reflected, and prepared. You have acknowledged the burdens you carry, recognized God's protection, and aligned yourself with what is quietly moving in your favor. This is the sacred work of the chosen ones, the internal preparation that precedes divine breakthroughs. What you have done today matters more than you realize, and God sees every step, every intention, every act of trust. Remember, the past season is behind you, and the new chapter is ready to unfold. The invisible alignments, the unseen guidance, and the protective interventions you have received are all evidence of God's meticulous orchestration in your life. You are not alone. You are chosen, and your purpose is unfolding perfectly, even if the results are not immediately visible. Now, hold this truth firmly in your heart. You are stronger, wiser, and more aligned than ever before. The choices you make, the thoughts you nurture, and the faith you carry tonight will shape the days ahead. Step into tomorrow with courage, peace, and unwavering trust in God's divine timing. Let your heart remain light, your spirit calm, and your mind focused on what truly matters. Before we close, chosen one, give a like to this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, tap the bell icon, share this message with other chosen ones, and comment 777 in the comments to affirm that you are fully aligned with God's mission. Carry this peace into the night and trust that your divine path is unfolding exactly as it should.